So, you're a small business owner looking for a payment platform. Here is everything you need to know about one of the most popular choices, Melio. Now, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down a clear picture of what Melio is and the service that they provide, an explanation of all the different tools that Melio users have at their disposal, and what you absolutely must know before deciding whether Melio is right for you, so be sure to stick around till the end. Also, if at any point you want to sign up for Melio and support the channel, I'll leave a link down in the description below that will allow you to do just that. So, diving in here, what actually is Melio? Well, I think it helps to start by explaining what the problem is that Melio solves. Now, this is a business-to-business tool, so let's say you have a business and you are trying to pay either a vendor or a contractor. So somebody has either sold you something or performed a service for you and you're trying to pay them. Some vendors are only going to accept certain methods of payment, say maybe a bank transfer or a paper check. But let's say you, the person buying the product or service, wants to pay with a credit card or a debit card or some other method of payment. Melio essentially bridges that gap and allows you to pay with a credit card or a debit card and the vendor to receive, say, their paper check. Not only that, but they also allow you to very easily manage and track all the different bills and invoices that are coming in and going out of your business, so you can see all those different payments in one place. And then, as you would expect, they're going to sync up with all of the different accounting platforms out there. So whether you use QuickBooks or FreshBooks or Xero, they're going to sync up with your software and make sure that all those different payments and invoices are being recorded and categorized appropriately. And at this point, if you're a business owner watching the video, you're probably like, that sounds great, but it's probably pretty expensive. Well, the thing is, it's pretty much almost entirely free with a few pretty important exceptions, which we're going to cover later on in the video. But big picture, there's no overarching monthly fee or commitment that you're looking at in order to use the platform. Now, to get a little bit deeper into it, to really show you how this works, I want to just break down the process of how sending a payment works. So the whole process can really be broken down into 3 simple steps. So let's say you've just hired a contractor to do a project for you, and now they have sent you an invoice that you want to pay through Melio. Again, maybe they're only accepting a paper check and you want to put it on your debit card. Step 1 is to upload the invoice that they have sent you. This can be done through taking a photo if it's a physical invoice, or if it's a digital invoice, you can send it to something called your pay inbox, or you can just sync it up with your accounting software to pull that invoice in directly. Next, once that invoice has been pulled in, you need to choose how you want to pay it. So do you want to use a bank transfer? Do you want to use a credit card, a debit card? Now, one thing I will say here about paying with a credit card is there is going to be a processing fee. So this is one of the fees you're going to want to be mindful of. Again, we'll talk about more of these a little bit later, but there is a 2.9% processing fee if you want to use a credit card to pay on Melio. Now, there are quite a few perks that come along with paying with a credit card, so in a lot of cases, this could actually be worthwhile for you if you want to maximize your cash flow, as you've got up to 45 days to pay it off. And then on top of that, you're probably earning some kind of cash back or miles or bonuses through that business credit card that you're putting the expense on. The last step is to select how your vendor is going to get paid. So again, if they need a physical check, you can just select that option, and then Melio is going to handle getting that check written up and sent out. And the vendor doesn't even need a Melio account to get that payment. They're just going to receive it however they need, whether it's bank transfer, check, etc. And the first 2 checks that you send out every month on Melio are absolutely free. Now, on the flip side, let's say you want to use Melio to get paid as well. So maybe you are sending out payments on Melio. You also want to start maybe invoicing people through Melio and getting paid through there as well. Well, this is also a very simple 3-step process. The first thing you need to do is create and select the invoice that you want to send out. Then you just specify who that invoice needs to be sent to. So as simple as an email address will do. And then Melio is going to send out a request email to that person with a very simple built-in pay button that the recipient can just click that button and pay the invoice however they would like to. And then step 3, the funds get sent directly to your business bank account and you're all set from there. Now, a couple more things I want to highlight before we dive into what you need to be watching out for. First is that Melio is international. Through the service, you're able to send international payments to over 80 different countries. You're able to actually bundle multiple bills from the same vendor into one big payment. So let's say you need to make 8 different payments to the same vendor or contractor, you can bundle all of those together and send one payment just to kind of keep things concise for your accounting records and potentially save some money on transfer fees. You also can, if you need to make a payment, split it into partial payments. So let's say you want to put some of a payment on your credit card and some on a bank transfer. You can do that very simply through the Melio platform as well. But it's not all positives for Melio. There are some things you need to watch out for, especially in the realm of fees, before deciding to use the platform yourself. yourself. So let's dive into those right now. So the first fee that we already mentioned is the debit and credit card processing fee of 2.9%. This is pretty self-explanatory, so anytime you want to pay with a debit or credit card, you're looking at that 2.9% fee. Next, with those paper checks, like I mentioned, you've got 2 free paper checks every single month. After that, it's going to be $1.50 per paper check that you want sent out. Again, not too hefty of a fee, especially when you can bundle those payments together and send out mass payments instead of just doing check by check, but definitely something to watch out for if you plan on sending many checks per month. Next thing to watch out for, similar to Venmo, they actually offer instant transfers. So if you are paying an invoice and you want to pay instantly, or if you are receiving money and you want to receive it instantly, there's going to be a 1% transfer fee on that. Again, same fee you're looking at with Venmo. Now, these last 2 fees are a little bit heftier, and they are both $20 each. The first of which you are going to encounter anytime you want to send an international payment of US dollars from one country to another. The second of which is an expedited shipping fee for paper checks. So if you need a paper check to get somewhere very quickly, there's going to be a $20 fee to expedite that shipping, which is going to be on top of the $1.50 you may already be paying. Now, outside of fees, there have also been some complaints about Melio's customer service, especially when it comes for getting help for a particular issue. Some folks also say that they've had a hard time integrating Melio with QuickBooks, but in general, these bad reviews are pretty few and far between, and for the most part, Melio is very well received by their customers. So now you've got a better picture of what Melio is and whether it might make sense for you. I've got that link in the description below where you can sign up and support the channel, and also let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about the platform that you're still unsure about. I'd be happy to hop in and answer those as well. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.